So I think I found my new favorite class. Hello everyone, it's Ego. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about the Feral Druid. Now, I'm a rogue fan. Everybody on my channel knows that if you've been here for a while. So maybe it's because they can go stealth, but you know what? I think I like Feral more because of the amount of damage that it can do, how it applies both to PvE and PvP, both simultaneously. They're, I mean, they're so good. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience so far leveling my druid, what I expect to see when I hit 80, and also my talents that I've been using for leveling. So if you're looking to have a great time leveling your feral, then you know what, this video is for you. Now, before we get started, be sure to leave a like down below and sub to the channel because you know what, it's greatly appreciated. And let's dive right into the Feral Druid. So far, my experience for the Feral Druid leveling has been very positive, actually. I really enjoy the playstyle of Feral Druid. It reminds me a lot of Rogue, so if you're a Rogue player, I feel like Druid's going to be right up your alley. Even then, I think that it's a great melee class. The rotation is quite simple. The damage is very big. There's a lot of damage can be done as a Feral. And the ability to just swap into tank and tank a dungeon is phenomenal with the survival of the fittest talent. Survival of the fittest talent, and you know we'll look at that in the talent section. But excuse me, and yeah, I really enjoy it. It's definitely one of my top leveling experiences so far. Not even just in Wrath, but I think in TBC, like in general, I think that Feral has been a really, really great experience. And I'm super excited to get to level 80, and I'm really close, 77 at the time of recording this video, and it's really fun. So, you know what, without further ado, let's dive into the talents and all that, because you know what, I'm excited to share with you guys what I've been doing with this druid. So let's get into it. So starting off with the talents that I've been using for leveling my Feral Druid. So I've been leveling as a tank, which is typically what you want to do, because if ever you do want to take a dungeon, at least in my opinion, this is typically what you should do. If ever you want to take a dungeon, you can. However, it is still good for solo questing. So you're going to go 5 out of 5 in Ferocity. You're going to go 2 out of 2 in Savage Fury. You're going to go 3 out of 3 in Feral Instinct. You're going to grab Survival Instincts. You're going to go Feral Swiftness. You're going to go 3 out of 3 Sharpened Claws. Primal Fury. Then you're going to go into Primal Precision. Moving down, now this is the amazing part, the Predatory Strikes. So it'll give you your nature spell less than 10 seconds in an instant cast. So this is really good if ever you're casting regrowth on yourself while you're questing. So your sustain is insane as a Feral Druid when you're questing, because every time that you pop a bunch of combo points as Kitty Cat, you can go ahead and pop your regrowth, and you basically just keep 100% uptime, and you're not having to constantly eat and drink and stuff like that. So Predatory Strikes, grab it. We're going to go into Feral Charge. We're going to go 2 out of 2 Brutal Impact. We're going to move down into Heart of the Wild, and then we're going to go Survival of the Fittest. Now, Survival of the Fittest will make it that you're crit capped, so you don't need to actually have any defense on your gear. This, to me, is the beauty of what a Feral Tank is that you don't need to do defense. You're going to just need to be able to stack damage, which is huge. So your single target threat is going to be too good to be true. We're going to go 2 out of 2 in Natural Reaction. Now, keep in mind, I am level 77, so some of these talents might be different. Like, for example, you will go 3 out of 3 in Natural Reaction, and you'll eventually go into Shapeshifter. But at that point, you're going to do a little bit of a talent scramble anyway, so this is purely for leveling, all right? So as soon as you hit 80, you know, you're not going to be using all of these talents. We're going to go into Leader of the Pack. Like I said, 5 out of 5 in Heart of the Wild. Leader of the Pack, improved Leader of the Pack. Then we're going to go down into Protector of the Pack. We're going to go Infected Wounds, which is good for kiting mobs, so if ever you want to just load them up with bleeds and then trail into the next mob, it slows them down, so it's really good. King of the Jungle, Mangle, and then Improved Mangle, and then finally we're going to grab Berserk. Moving over to the Restoration Tree, we have 5 out of 5 in Furor. Whatever. We're going to go into 5 out of 5 in Naturalist. We're going to grab Natural Shapeshifter, Omen of Clarity, and then we're going to go into Master Shapeshifter. So again, Natural Shapeshifter and Master Shapeshifter. Alright, for my glyphs, what I'm using is the Glyph of Maul. Now again, this is primarily because I'm tanking, right? I'm tanking dungeons for the quests and stuff like that. It's a lot easier to find groups as a tank. So Glyph of Maul, and then Glyph of Mangle. So increase the damage done by your Mangle by 10%. And then I'm using Challenging Roar, Unburdened Rebirth, which is a must-have, and then Glyph of the Wild. Now, if you want to swap up the Glyph of the Wild for the Thorns, you absolutely can do that as well. We don't have anything in the balance tree. So that's going to be the talents that I'm using for leveling my Feral Druid. And like I said, the Predatory Strikes above all else is a must-have because it'll just make your sustainability that much greater, and it's phenomenal to level with. Now, when I hit level 80, I can definitely say that the talents won't be the same. I'm definitely going to be switching it up. I am going to be focusing on my professions, which I'm going to be picking up engineering and jewel crafting. And I'm going to be obviously raiding. And I plan to do Feral Tank, and then I plan to do a off-spec for PvP, because Feral PvP is also really good. It's really fun. Bleeds are insane right now, and they're very bursty. A lot of utility with the instant cyclones, so very good for 2v2s. So I plan to do that when I hit 80. Now, I've enjoyed the leveling process. It's been phenomenal. And I hope that if ever you get the chance to level a Feral, or you're interested in leveling a Feral, go for it. Honestly, I really enjoy it. The leveling is smooth. It's not very hard. It's very quick. It's very easy. You have a lot of sustain, a lot of utility for yourself and for groups. It's really fun. So with that being said, that's going to be it for the video, everyone. I'm so happy that you guys stuck around to the end of the video. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And if ever you have anything to add about the Feral Druid, leave a comment down below. I'm always happy to, feedback, suggestions, a bunch of stuff like that. So make sure you leave a comment. And with all my shameless plugs out of the way, thank you so much, everyone. And I will see you all in the next video.